With just 18 days till the 2008 season kicks off in Florida, University of Hawaii has suffered a big hit to its defensive roster with major injuries to key playmakers who will now not play at the Swamp. UH linebacker Blaze Soares has a torn calf muscle in his left leg, which will keep him out for 6 to 8 weeks. Soares underwent an MRI today, saw a specialist, and was fitted for a cast. He was expected to see starting duty on the inside. Brashton Satele will now step up in his place. The Casa grad hurt himself yesterday during tackling drills. Potential starter Rocky Savangaya will also be sidelined for 4 to 6 weeks. Savangaya tore his left tricep and is in need of a temporary cast as well. The California native was part of defensive lineman rotation behind Kela Watson and Fale Laele. Health is also on the issue for Gainesville. 2 more Gators will miss the season after suffering torn ACLs at today's practice. 5th-ranked Florida has already lost its starting tight end and free safety due to injuries and has now lost 5 players total for the season because of torn ACLs. On the offensive side of the ball, it's still a 3-man roster for the starting job at Hawaii's quarterback between Inoki Funaki and JC transfers Brett Rosh and Greg Alexander. Coach Mack and offensive coordinator Ron Lee were hoping to narrow it down to 2 guys sooner, but the healthy competition seems to be making them all better, so they don't want to rush into any decisions.
I would say that they're starting to separate a little bit, but we just need to continue to rep it, and we're putting more offense in. We don't have it all put in yet.
Is it a matter for the JC quarterbacks just being familiar with the playbook?
You know, I think the playbook's important, but again, it's just reps. I mean, they both the JC guys were in throwing offenses, and they had to make their reads, and it's just a matter of getting the timing down and getting the drops down, and you know, they're really not having any problem with it.
The target date now for naming the 2 QBs in the running for starter will be this Thursday. Tomorrow will be the first time the Warriors practice in full pads. Tonight,
as we first told you last night, concern for UH linebacker Blaze Soares after he was carted off the field during yesterday's morning practice of fall camp. Talked with Blaze late this afternoon, and he says doctors have told him he'll be sidelined 6 to 8 weeks, but will not need surgery. I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. Soares says he's been diagnosed with a torn left gastrocnemius, basically the calf muscle. Doctors told Blaze today there's a tendon tear between his calf and heel. Now, if he missed 8 weeks, that would cost him 5 games of his junior season. May bring the possibility of a medical red shirt to make up for his loss. Coaches have turned to fellow junior Brashton Satele.
We're playing Solomon outside, and Brashton has been doing so well at middle linebacker. We're playing him at middle linebacker behind Solly, but then we moved Solly outside, and we were going to roll all 4 of them because Brashton's been having such a great camp.
It makes me feel real good. If anybody talks good about you, just talk. You got to go out there and prove yourself every day.
So Satele moves to the middle with all WAC linebackers, Adam Leonard and Solomon Elamimian on the outside. And when the Warriors roll with 4 linebackers, RJ Kizo Kauhane gets that honor. Not too hard to tell, he's Blaze's cousin.
It's the only place where you can hit somebody and not get freaking put into jail. I mean, it might not seem right, but I mean, it's legal, so we just take the chance and just do it.
Here's Jeremy Avery, and oh my goodness, he got run over.
A big hitter right there. It's one of the captains on the defense, and he's going to be missed if he doesn't come back, but if he doesn't come back, those guys should step up.
I mean, he's my cousin, blood cousin. I mean, I know he would want me to play as best as that I could play, so I'm just going to do it for him. I mean, if it does come to that case, I mean, just represent to the fullest.
28 tackles, 7 behind the line of scrimmage with 2 sacks for Blaze last season. Also brings more work now for Mana Lolotai.
Doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. A pair of significant losses for the UH Warrior football team today, and we start at the linebacker position, where Blaze Soares, a fan favorite because of his ferocious hitting style, will be out of commission for the next 6 to 8 weeks with a severe muscle strain in his lower left leg. That means Soares could miss the first 4 or 5 games of the season. The 6'1", 240-pound junior left yesterday's practice on a motorized cart after suffering the injury during form tackling drills. He's been sidelined sidelined before. A shoulder injury last year, if you remember, kept Suarez out of the first 4 games. He would return to log 27 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 quarterback hurries in 2007, and was a virtual lock to start at left side linebacker to open this season. With right side backer Adam Leonard still a day or 2 away from returning to drills from a sore hamstring, UH now has to shuffle the deck, so to speak, at the linebacker position, impacting the roles of WAC preseason Defensive Player of the Year Solomon Elamimian, as well as reserves Brashton Satele, RJ Kiesel-Kauhane, and Tyson Kofensis.
We already had made a move a couple of days ago. We're playing Solomon outside, and Brashton has been doing so well at middle linebacker. We're playing him at middle linebacker behind Solly, but then we moved Solly outside, and we were going to roll all 4 of them because Brashton's been having such a great camp. So we've already made that move. So we would have to discuss it, and you know, because RJ is playing really well and Tyson's playing well, so we've got some depth.
Suarez told KHON2 today that he hopes to return in time for UH's road game with Fresno State October 4th. Now add to that, defensive lineman Rocky Savainaya has been diagnosed with a torn left triceps muscle. Big number 92 is likely to be out 4 to 6 weeks and thus will also miss at least the season opener against Florida August 30th. Rocky's a 6'2", 300-pound junior out of Bahia who appeared in all 13 games last season at defensive tackle, and he's hopeful the depth on the Warrior defense will prevail.
You know, you lose people, but you also have people that come and step up. So we have a lot of leadership on the team at every single position. So, you know, people's coming together, really teaching the young guys the ropes, and, you know, we feel good as a team. So each day we bond a little bit more, and we'll get to where we want to be.
UH returns to 2-a-day workouts tomorrow and will don the full pads for the first time this fall.